The unicorn is an elusive creature. Texts from as far back as antiquity agree on one thing: it is a hybrid animal. Toward the end of the 5th century BC, the Greek physician Ctesias described the unicorn as a sort of large, wild donkey with a tricolored horn. In the 1st century AD, Pliny the Elder, the Roman scholar and writer, described the unicorn as having the body of a horse, the head of a deer, elephant feet, the tail of a boar, and a single black horn in the middle of its forehead. The unicorn also appears in the medieval version of the Bible. In Hebrew, the Old Testament mentions a rehem, a sort of wild bull. In the Greek translation, the animal lost a horn to become monokeros. This was translated literally into Latin as unicornis. These two trusted sources in the Middle Ages, the writings of wise men from antiquity and the Bible, therefore serve to support the belief in the unicorn. It is hardly surprising, then, that up to the 17th century, adventurous travelers reported unicorn sightings. At the end of the 13th century, Marco Polo's description of a unicorn on the island of Sumatra suggests he actually spotted a rhinoceros. He observed that, contrary to popular belief, the animal could not be captured by a virgin. Several years later, Bernard von Breitenbar, a canon of the Cathedral of Mainz, reported that he too saw a unicorn on the 20th of September 1483 in Sinai, while on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. A unicorn craze swept the world in the 1500s. The animal was often said to have purification powers. The rulers of European courts would pay a fortune for unicorn horns to purify water and protect themselves from poisoning. A symbol of virginity, the unicorn is associated with mysterious young girls, as in the Lady and the Unicorn tapestry or courtly literature. Despite what Marco Polo had said, the myth of a young female virgin as the surest way to catch a unicorn endured. In heraldry, the unicorn is often shown holding coats of arms of families eager to showcase their illustrious lineage. Because the animal was believed to be immaculate, the unicorn also appears in religious iconography associated with Mary and Jesus, especially in mystic hunt scenes. While belief in the existence of unicorns was still strong at the end of the Middle Ages, the myth started to wane in the following centuries. In 1582, the surgeon Ambroise Paré was dubious and denounced the alleged beneficial properties of unicorn horns, which apothecaries sold for considerable profit. At the time, unicorn horns abounded in church treasuries and curio parlors. Interestingly, the horns all came from Northern Europe. In the first half of the 17th century, Ole Worm, a Danish doctor and naturalist, asserted that the horns came from a marine animal, the narwhal, native to Iceland and Greenland. Sailors called them the unicorns of the sea. Doubt began to set in. In 1663, the skeleton of a unicorn was said to be discovered in Magdeburg, Germany. In reality, it was a clever assembly of mammoth, rhinoceros, and whale bones. The trick was soon revealed. In the 19th century, zoologists placed unicorns firmly in the realm of fictional animals, relegating them to imaginary bestiaries. Thanks to its symbolic and dreamlike nature, the unicorn has made quite a comeback. The unicorn has been a lasting source of inspiration for many an artist. Gustave Moreau, Jean Cocteau, Rebecca Horn, Claude Routeau, or Nicolas Bouffe, with his surprising hunting trophy, have all revisited or played with the myth. Too good to be true, the unicorn lives on in our collective imagination. It's made its way into popular culture, from television shows to historical novels. The unicorn's power to purify has morphed into the power to beautify. Soaps and beauty products often feature the animal. Often coupled with the colors of the rainbow, the unicorn has become a symbol of the LGBT community. Fantastical and swift, the unicorn has also lent its name to Silicon Valley startups that experience sharp growth and are valued at over $1 billion on the stock market. Revered as an exotic animal in antiquity, prized for its alleged properties in the Middle Ages, the unicorn met its demise in the age of science. But only to be born again. In a world with a taste for the extraordinary and the wondrous, the unicorn has become an ever-present icon. Magical unicorns.